What's up, y'all? Oh, let me turn this around real quick. Welcome to Union Station, everybody. Washington, D.C. You can see it's packed. What's up, everybody? We've got a great event planned. Remember Your Oath is about to start speaking. All of your favorite creators. There are tons of creators here, guys. You guys are going to be able to see them all this weekend. Everybody showed up. Good evening. You must be one of our overseas fans. It's only 2 o'clock here. I'll give you guys a quick tour. You got the veterans tent. You got the Fight Against Fascism tent. And then you got the flare tents over here. And as you can see, it's quite a turnout on a Friday afternoon. Ah, great. Now YouTube's going to ding me for music. How do you prevent music from being in your podcast when it's on location? YouTube. Captain America's here. We are safe, y'all. So yeah, as you can see, we are live once again from Washington, D.C. Got the Capitol building right behind me. And it's quite a crowd so far. This is pretty awesome. And then these guys are going to start their event at 2 o'clock. So we can just kind of hang out for a few minutes until that gets going. Heritage Foundation is like a block that way. I'd like to go to the White House when Mike and Amanda get here. That's going to be cool. I don't know if either one of them have ever seen it up close. So yeah, we'll be live right now. We'll be live tonight. We'll be live tomorrow. Tomorrow, I already set up the link for that. If you guys want to share that, that would be great. Tomorrow's big event. I'm trying to get some media passes. I just got to try and find the right people so we can be behind the scenes and participate in all of it. Either way, we're going to be broadcasting it live tomorrow at 2 o'clock. Or no, I'm sorry, at noon. Tomorrow at noon. Tomorrow at noon is the big event. Also, Dropkick Murphys will be performing live, so that's going to be pretty cool too. But no, this is pretty cool. I was here 3 weeks ago and there was nobody here. So the fact that this has come this far in a matter of 3 weeks is pretty amazing. Pretty amazing. Let me show you guys. Just, oop, wrong way. Definitely a lot of people here. What the heck? Where'd it go? There it is. And then Mike should be here in a couple hours. And you would not believe the amount. There's probably at least a dozen creators here from like TikTok and Instagram and Facebook and shit like that. And we'll be here till Sunday. So we're gonna walk around. It's a party out here. All these Antifas.
Hey Jelly, I'm Tim from Are you really? Yo, can you double fist?
Huh?
Can you double fist?
Probably not. Why, you want me to stream?
Yeah, I need some money.
Shit, probably not. I'm gonna be all over the place.
What do you need? I need somebody to stream my thing.
Oh, there's the cultured knitting lady, and she's knitting right now in action. There's Tom.
Yeah, baggy here.
What do you expect? How I do we have to fight against GBH and
I don't have media credentials, but I'm in the motherfucking middle of it anyway. We'll be starting in about 5 minutes, everybody. Until then, just hang out and share this video if you can. Let's get as many people in here as possible. Thank you guys all for being here. Appreciate you.
You got a sign! Hold it up! Hold up those signs! Get your signs in the air for me! Make some noise!
All right, guys, so festivities are about to begin. Some of your favorite creators slash veterans are going to be hosting an event, and a lot of people showed up. Man, this is awesome. Seeing the amount of love is amazing. I'm just happy to be part of this. I am just happy to be part of all this, man. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget, Mike will be here today too, so.
Check.
That's true. If you guys can interact with this video as much as possible, that would be fantastic. Dude, even Chasing Oz is here from Florida. I don't know if you can see her right there. I want to go ahead and try and get as many interviews with as many creators as possible.
If you guys want to move closer to the stage, by all means, just leave the spot in front of the cameras open. That's all we're asking. Just come on. Check. Can you hear me in the back? The cameras are right here. There we go. Appreciate you. In the military, we say make your buddy happy. So get as close as you can. I want to make sure you can you guys hear me in the way back? Everything? Okay, good. That's a good sound.
Good thing I'm always in the front.
I'm nowhere near that tall. I'm going to make Daniela look tall as fuck.
Hey, Trap.
She is tiny. Yeah, you ain't kidding. She's a tiny little thing.
We're going to begin in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. We're beginning. It's a military. It's a veteran rally. So we felt we should start on time. We never start anything on time. This is our first time. So give everybody a round of applause for getting here on time. Make sure your cameras are on, mics are on. Everybody gets set up so we can roll. 1 minute. Yeah. Is it already turned on? Yeah, it's already turned on.
Five
good?
people?
Okay, thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get started. If I could get everybody to start this rally, what we're going to do is we are going to present the colors. So if you're able-bodied and can, I'm asking you to stand. I'm asking you to remain silent.
Oh, I'm sorry, sir.
Move your hat if you have them. And we're going to present the colors. If we can kill that music over there. Everybody's good to go? Go!
got a couple frogs in the crowd.
I'm gonna give you guys some military history. If you just noticed, after we posted the colors, I inverted the American flag. For those of you who don't know, flags have long been a method of communication in the military. According to United States Title Code, an upside-down flag should only be flown in cases of extreme danger to life or property. If a military base reversed their flag and you were to see that, you would know that they are probably under siege. I reversed this flag here today because our country is in distress. We have a fascist in the White House.
Not for long.
He has a Republican Congress who does his bidding, a Supreme Court who kisses his ass, and he rules the executive branch he rules by executive order rather than legislation. That's authoritarianism. So today we've gathered veterans from around the country to call for the impeachment, conviction, and removal of that fascist. Let me remind you of what Donald Trump thinks about veterans. He said that only suckers and losers would do that. When awarding the Presidential Medal of Freedom to his friend, who just happened to be a millionaire donor, he said it was better than the Medal of Honor because people who got that were in bad shape. At one of his rallies, when a Vietnam veteran handed him a Purple Heart that he had earned, Donald Trump said he's always wanted one of those, but this was a better way to get it. Under his first presidency and his second, we've seen a steady decrease in VA benefits. It's cheaper to let a veteran die than to take care of them. He's responsible for the largest firing of veterans in American history in his recent DOJ layoffs. And as recent as yesterday, he said that members of Congress who were veterans themselves that reminded service members to remember their oath should be tried for sedition and hanged. Make no never mind about it. That traitor hates us. And he hates us because we possess values he could never understand. Values like honor. Values like personal courage. Values like respect. And values like loyalty. He expects loyalty to him, but I must remind him, we don't take an oath to you, we take an oath to the Constitution.
Damn right.
And we stand beside our fellow veterans in Congress as we remind these service members to remember that oath. So, as we speak today, and as all our speakers will remind you, it is that oath that brings us here. It is that oath that binds us. And Donald Trump, Republicans, MAGA, we haven't forgot our fucking oath. So, with that being said, let me introduce our first speaker. He spent his entire life choosing country over party long before it was a tagline, and long after the establishment stopped doing it. Phil Ayer is a 26-year Navy commander and a Mustang who went from enlisted soldier to officer through the Cold War, Desert Storm, and missions abroad. Phil leads with integrity and follows through because lives depend on it. Phil chose service, and today he's choosing service again to fight corruption head on and bring leadership back that tells truth and delivers results. Please welcome the commander who doesn't flinch, Phil Ayer.
All right, we're going to talk about presidential abuse of power, kill chain responsibilities, and leadership. And what do we say here today? Don't give up the ship. Former Capitol Police officers Harry Dunn and Michael Fanone did not give up the ship. They did not surrender to the insurrection riot on January 6, 2021. Donald Trump incited our fellow Americans with a torrent of lies and bluster to violently attack the Congress and steal the election. My opponent, Carlos Jimenez, voted to deny the election certification. They failed. America prevailed. The House rightly impeached Trump. The Senate did not convict. Yet we're still proud of the House for answering the call of duty. Yesterday, President Trump called for the arrest and execution of federal lawmakers, representatives in the House. Now is the time to impeach again. Do not be derailed by the political predictions in the Senate. I say again, members of Congress, Republicans and Democrats alike, this presidential abuse of power is gravely dangerous. He is also a showman. It is also a showman's tactic to distract from Trump's failure with the economy. He's scared. He saw our national security colleagues win big. Former CIA operative Abigail Spanberger in Virginia, and my dear shipmate, my strong shipmate, Mikey Sherrill in the state of New Jersey. There's no match for those women. He's also deathly afraid of the Epstein files. And when he caved to the House Republicans because they finally pushed back on their bully in chief, he was done. He is done. He's tipped the balance, but there's still a lot of work for us to do. Look at the president's conduct and do your duty, Congress. It's time for the whole Congress to impeach, evict, and remove. Many veterans are here. We know our military is not superior because of our weapons or technology, no. We have the mightiest fighting force in the world because of the smart, ethical, and brave men and women out there every day keeping us safe. It's their honor, their integrity, and their well-being, as well as our nation's, at stake. We are proud of them and their honorable service. Yet we the people witness generals and admirals berated by spiteful showmen, their commander-in-chief.
I'm sorry,
Federal combat troops deployed in American cities to join as part of a new police force, the so-called DHS law enforcement, masked agents too ashamed of their cruel and unusual conduct to show their faces. Then there's a video of boats being blown up in the Caribbean, destroyed by expensive weapons, audio of tactical networks of professionals, warriors, working through targeting solutions not founded in American law or the law of the sea. I say this as someone who has participated in tactical networks in Desert Storm and the Balkans, as someone who has held 4-star combat staff responsibility for approval of all U.S. targets in the 78-day air campaign in the Balkans, enabled and constrained by law. Those are operations for which I am proud to wear the Air Medal. To the aviators now conducting duty, will you be proud of your Air Medal for summary executions at sea? I don't think so. Don't you see that abuses of power up and down the chain of command are betrayals of the rule of law? And in the case of the commander-in-chief, his betrayals are to the presidential oath to defend the Constitution of the United States. You won't hear British voices on those tactical networks because the British people, acting through their parliament, ordered the Royal Navy personnel to step back from unlawful killings.
Good.
The question is what the American people will do through Congress. And I say that answer is impeach, convict, and remove. So we turn to integrity and leadership. America's professional military teaches leadership and integrity in every member at all levels in every course of instruction, training, and education. The Corps of Cadets at West Point study the law of armed conflict as they live and breathe duty, honor, country before joining the long gray line. The Brigade of Midshipmen grapple with stories of moral courage in the Navy and Marine Corps before they join the fleet, fully prepared to serve with honor, courage, and commitment. The Cadet Wing in Colorado Springs ensures Air Force and Space Force officers dive into professional military ethics before they take that responsibility in their squadrons for integrity first, service before self, and excellence in all we do. Every American warrior lives by these values. Our professional military institution and our country as a whole survives in freedom based on the values also summarized in the Honor Code. Now, most of us did not attend service academies. I know I didn't. I learned my military honor code through a special invitation by dear friends who invited me to sip tea in the Rose Garden at Aviation Officer Candidate School in Pensacola, Florida. And by their names, you will know how that conversation went. Their names are Gunnery Sergeant, United States Marine Corps, Master Sergeant, United States Marine Corps, and yes, I smelled their breath among the mud and the roses as we contemplated the finer and the most fundamental values of our country. I will not lie, cheat, or steal, nor tolerate those among us who do. With fortitude forged at sea and in the Rose Garden, this Mustang offers the following advice to enlisted personnel at sea and in American cities. If you feel an order is illegal, insist the officers appointed above you tell you it's legal. If they're worth their salt, they'll know the answer. If the order is legal, follow the order. To commissioned officers, particularly those field grade officers and seniors officers in the Navy who were already confirmed by the United States Senate for your responsibilities, exercise caution. Before you refuse an unlawful order, make damn sure it's unlawful. Equally, if you are uncomfortable, make damn sure the order is legal. The Uniform Code of Military Justice requires your decision to act or not act. The Senate will examine your record at the next opportunity. Remember, we the people are proud of your service because you only follow legal orders. To the Corps of Retired Flag Officers, I'm calling for a modern revolt of the admirals. You will remember from War College that after World War II, Navy admirals broke with political leadership in their budgetary testimony to Congress. It did not go well for the admirals, and rightfully so. That episode was a victory for civilian control of the military, lawful civilian control of the military. Today we need a modern revolt of the admirals to maintain lawful civilian control. The American people need to hear the wisdom of retired admirals and generals so they understand what's going on. Flag officers on active duty need your mentorship to navigate the treacherous waters churned by erratic conduct and unlawful orders. Leadership takes many forms. We live in a dangerous world that exploits perceptions on a massive scale, an information war. We live in a presence of nuclear weapons and other weapons of mass destruction. So our time is now. We must summon the courage of those who pledge their lives, their fortunes, and their sacred honor to themselves and future generation. That is us. That is you. May God bless America.
Give up and give Philip air. I'm gonna tell you guys a secret. I've been holding this in for a long time. I do social media. So I'm gonna get a quick video. If you got a sign, hold it in the air. Get that thing high, be proud of it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get us started into a chant. Once we get in that chant, keep it going so I can get a selfie video of us for the social medias. The chant's going to go like this. Impeach, convict, remove.
Let's go.
Impeach, convict, remove.
Impeach, convict, remove. Impeach, convict, remove. Impeach, convict, remove. Impeach, convict, remove. Impeach, convict, remove.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck Donald Trump!
Next up, our next speaker is a U.S. Air Force veteran, Randy Kendall, a co-founder of the FLAIR organization. Give it up.
Everyone, thanks for being brave with us here today. My name is Randy and I'm one of the many founding members of FLAIR, your host today. I want to take a second to thank a lot of this amazing team that we have here with Removal Coalition, Remember Your Oath, Back 40, all the 50-51s, Sons of Liberty, and many more. In the 203 days that we've weathered storms, fascist trolls, Heritage Foundation doxings, arrests, and illegal decampment,
Troublemaker out here.
but we're still here in Columbus Circle.
Oh, shit.
Speaking of Columbus Circle, that's a shitty name. How
Yeah.
about Liberation Circle?
I like it. Let's go.
Welcome to Liberation Circle. So FLAIR was founded on the principles of nonviolent direct action. Pacifist, not passive. FLAIR does not sit idly by and watch fascists destroy everything that we've worked for.
That one's actually really nice.
We go where fascists are.
Like 55
And I know
degrees.
most of you are out of towners. So I'm gonna give you a tour of DC for while you're here. So right over there we have the Heritage Foundation.
Boo! Fuck those
Right over there we got
Nazis!
Fox News.
Boo!
At 229 and a half Pennsylvania Avenue Southeast, right down there we have Christkirk Church, the white nationalist church that Pete Hegseth belongs to.
Boo!
Right down here we have Fascist U at Hillsdale, over at 227 Massachusetts Avenue. And now we have the Federalist Society. Yeah, with Leonard Leo, who's responsible for the Supreme Court. They're over at 1776 I Street. Just in case you guys have any free time while you're in DC, you know where to flip off.
Plenty of places for that in here, that's for
Now,
sure.
while we're confronting all this hate, let's remember why we're here. To show the people around us that we love them, and to show the world that we're still here. Yesterday, I had an amazing reminder of why we're here today. We signed up to protect and defend the Constitution in the United States. So yesterday, we took about 700 passionate Americans up to the halls of Congress to tell our elected officials to have a little bit more testicular fortitude than eunuchs. But we did more than that. We gathered, we communed, we found commonalities, we encouraged each other, and we learned from each other. We celebrated each other, and that's why we're here, for each other. So, I like to tell a story of my friend Danny, who's she's been sick for a while. She's a choir singer. She likes to, she explained to me that in the choir, When someone needs to breathe, others are going to sing a little bit louder for them. So that's what we need to do today. Is we have people in our trans and LGBT communities that are being attacked for just existing.
Yeah.
We need to sing a little bit louder for them.
Absolutely.
We have our immigrant communities that are being targeted. Children not going to school, afraid to leave their homes because they're going to get picked up by ICE and kidnapped. We need to sing a little louder for them. We have our Native Americans who were standing on stolen land.
They're all over there.
Continue the genocide and erasure of Native American
Sons of
history.
Liberty's here.
There are currently 6,000
Charlie's
missing
here.
Native
Matt's
American
here.
women,
Culture
and nothing is being done about that.
Yeah, you're gonna see a lot
We
of
need to
creators
sing a
this
little bit
weekend.
louder for them.
You're gonna see a ton of creators this weekend. And we are gonna try and interview some.
We have our veteran community that I'm a part of. We're currently experiencing attacks from the highest office in the country, saying that there were suckers and losers. We don't deserve
shouldn't you be
our
driving?
benefits that we earned, that we suffered for. Fuck that, yeah. So we need you to sing a little bit louder for us.
Yep, that is Gunny for sure.
Yesterday I got to spend a lot of my time yesterday with a friend of mine, Dara Baldwin, who's one of the founders of Free DC and an author, an amazing woman. And she wrote a book called To Be a Problem, which everyone should aspire to be a problem like she is. She talks about multi-marginalized communities and our different identities. So, yes, I'm a veteran, but I'm also a dad, right? I'm a former EPA employee in the Office of Environmental Justice, where I was the only DEI hire as a veteran. I'm also come from a family of adopted kids. I have 4 adopted brothers and sisters. And I have, my parents led by example. And I have, I don't know how many foster brothers and sisters also, so. But a lot, my brothers and sisters, they're native. So those things are important to me. I have trans nieces and nephews. Those people are important to me.
No worries, I mean,
so
I'm just
all
picking
of
on you.
our all of our intersections and commonalities that we find with each other, we need to foster and nourish. We can't let the fascists divide us like they want to. So we need to hold on to ourselves, hold on to each other, and realize why we're here. Sing a little bit louder for our communities when we need them to. So right now I need you to sing a little bit louder. So if you're ready? Free DC! Free Palestine! Free Palestine! Our day will come! Our day will come! Thank you.
Real quick, we will not comply.
We will not comply.
We will not comply. We will not comply. We will not comply.
And that goes for fucking ICE too.
Hell yeah.
So right now across this country, we got ICE, Gestapo thugs, state-sponsored terrorists, stripping the hard-working immigrants of this country that are what make this country great, out of school pickup lines, out of courthouses, out of jobs, and it's disgusting.
You gotta get the frog.
So when we say we will not comply to our immigrant neighbors, to our fellow human beings, we got your back, we will not comply. Our next speaker is a 14-year Air Force and Army National Guard veteran who was raised by a mother who's a Mexican immigrant and a father who was a veteran as well. And This particular person is one of the National Guard members that spoke out and said, nah, I'm not doing that. I'm not turning against my own people. Demi joined the military young, determined to serve her country and break out of poverty, and most of us know that story all too well. She continues to serve today in the National Guard and was activated in January. Demi's running for Illinois' 13th State House District because she's tired of seeing the working class left behind. And if elected, Demi would be the only Democratic veteran in the Illinois House. So, Illinois, if you're listening, get her ass elected. It's my pleasure to introduce Demi Palachuk.
Hi. My name is Demi Palachuk. I'm a 14-year veteran of the Army National Guard, a Latina, a daughter of a Mexican immigrant, and a candidate for Illinois State House.
Let's go.
But most of all, I'm one of the 2 National Guard members speaking out against this administration. I joined the military. It was my only pathway out of poverty. But the military shaped who I am. It taught me about leadership, sacrifice, and standing up for what's right, even when no one else will. I took the oath to support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. That oath doesn't expire when I take off the uniform. And now we face domestic threat to our Constitution and everything that we stand for. For the last several weeks, I've been in the grounds on Chicago organizing against ICE raids in Broadview, providing mutual aid against families torn apart by deportation terror, and speaking out against the military in our own communities. I wear the uniform to protect all people in the country. And not for the military to be used and terrorize our neighbors. And what now? The military is coming after me. I'm under investigation for speaking out against the administration and the mass deportations. And let me tell you a little something about courage and leadership, because we don't really have it right now. When I was sexually assaulted on active duty, no one spoke out for me. My leadership stayed silent. Under this administration, we have lost all sexual harassment protections I fought for.
He said, fuck them anyway.
I was also the Equal Opportunity NCO, which is now also abolished under this administration. Is anyone speaking out against that in my leadership? No. We've lost equal opportunity protections for all of our African American soldiers as well. Where's the outrage for that? And most upsettingly to me right now, when our trans soldiers got kicked out with no benefits, stripped of their dignity and service, leadership said nothing. So people keep asking why I'm risking my career to speak out now. Why this? I mean, if not me, if not Dylan Blaha, who? There's no one else speaking out. The Trump administration isn't just breaking laws, it's shredding our Constitution. It's bringing back 1930s Germany.
Yep.
This is a time we all need to stand together and defend our democracy against tyranny and treason. But we can't wait for Washington to save us, and this fight isn't just in Washington. We must have a firewall against all fascism. Our neighborhoods, our cities, and our state houses. That's where we stop fascism. We need it at all state levels and all leaders fighting back to actually protect the communities and refuse to cooperate with this unconstitutional federal overreach. I don't serve this country to watch it slide into fascism, and I know none of you did either.
Hell no.
So that's exactly why we all need to fight together. Real leadership means standing up when it's hard. It means speaking out when it's dangerous. It means getting tons of death threats in my inbox. And today, that also means impeachment. It means organizing resistance at every level. So if we're fighting on the streets at Broadview or on the floor in Illinois House, I remain steadfast to my commitment to fighting fascism, and I will not back down. I will not be silent, and I will not follow illegal orders. and I will not be intimidated by the military. So this is actually my counseling statement to make me be silent and to get me in trouble and kicked out for speaking against the military. I promised I wouldn't light it on fire here, but I will shred it in front of all of you.
Oh, shit. Nice. Hell yeah.
I'm not scared, and I'm not going to stop speaking out against these injustices, and neither can you. So they can investigate me, they can flag me, they can throw me out, and they can try and silence me. But I'm not going to stop organizing. I'm not going to stop until this threat is removed from our democracy. That's my commitment to the country and to all of you.
Thank you.
So this is how we fight back, all together. Thank you so much for being here, each and every one of you. And please join the fight with me, DimmyForIllinois.com.
Let's go.
She motivates me. She wanted to burn the counseling. I want you guys to know she wanted to burn the counseling, but Park Services doesn't let us burn things out here.
Yeah, they'd probably get a little upset.
Hey,
Well,
real
I'm so
quick, can
sorry.
we give a round of applause to the color guard up here? That is a lot harder than it looks, and do not
Yeah,
lock
it
your
is.
knees.
Yeah, pass out.
Our next speaker, you've probably seen her. She's on social media. She goes by the name Knitting Cult Lady.
Oh yeah, knitted coat lady, that's it.
Daniela is a military intelligence captain, Afghanistan veteran, author of 2 books, served in the 101st,
Oh, shit.
and is an
Yo,
expert on
that's,
cults. Please welcome Daniela.
Michael Fanone, former DC cop, right there. Look. She has 6 police right there. It's Michael Fanone. Is that the name, I believe?
Hi, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. So, I've never really stopped being the intelligence officer, and if you know me, you know that I do daily America threat briefs. And what I want to say today, with absolutely no due respect, sir,
Right?
there are 15 to 18 million of us. I have more military experience than the Secretary of Defense. And if we started adding up all of the years of experience, we'd get to hundreds of thousands really fast. And that 24,000 years of military experience that the sorry excuse for his Secretary of War, the Sow, assembled in front of him so he could lecture them on being woke with a face full of makeup.
Right. True.
They know what it means that there's 15 to 18 million of us out here. That there's far more combat experience outside the military than inside the military.
That's true.
There's only 1.3 million of them. So I'm not advocating violence yet. What I'm saying is that just by showing up and speaking up, we are keeping the government of the United States in check. Because we remember our oath. Have a day keeping loud assholes who
Absolutely.
actually fought for and care about your country.
Fuck yeah. Fuck Donald Trump. 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 Fuck Donald Trump.
Fuck him!
Potty Mouth Pollyanna's here.
I want you guys to know a
Maggie Reed's
secret.
here.
I go to sleep at night with that as
Or not
my
Potty Mouth Pollyanna, but
background
Maggie
noise.
Reed's here. Right there. There's a bunch of
Our next
right-
speaker
right
is a
there.
Scottish American veteran, Army veteran. Go Army! You hear that, Matt? In addition to being an indie filmmaker, he's the founder of Sons of Liberty, a progressive organization which has been steadily enraging MAGA fuckface ass clowns since 2015. Sorry, that's in their mission statement. You may know him from YouTube as Angry Veteran Big Sarge. Give it up for Tim Andrew.
Hell yeah, they've been on our show too.
It's a lot of people. I've also got with me Drill Sergeant Doug, who, if you've watched our live stream, you've seen Doug. Doug is from Political Drain. He also is one of the Sons of Liberty admins. Talk louder? Okay. Thank you. I'm here in DC this week doing my part to help the Removal Coalition bring awareness to Donald Trump's many crimes and misdeeds, many of which you've seen firsthand in news reports and on television. Trump's association with sex traffickers and pedophiles should be grounds for impeachment if Congress had any intestinal fortitude. But considering how many sex offenders are in the guardians of pedophiles and how flaccid and limp the establishment Democrats are, I think you all understand why it falls to American citizens to force them to act. But I'm not actually here to talk about Donald Trump being a rapist or to talk about Donald Trump lusting after his own daughter at the age of 16. I am not here to talk about Trump's verifiable associations with convicted pedophile and sex trafficker Jeffrey Epstein, nor Epstein's girlfriend, Ghislaine Maxwell. I'm here to talk to the countless veterans and to the troops actively serving right now, whether active duty, reserve, or National Guard. I enlisted in 1994. I understand that oath was 30 years ago now. I said I wouldn't swear, but fuck, I'm old. The mission has not changed in all that time. The oath has not changed. You still swear your oath to the Constitution. You still swear to defend the nation against all enemies, foreign and domestic. So remember your oath. Remember the massive amount of disrespect shown to our nation's veterans and fallen warriors. The amount of disrespect shown by one man, Donald Trump. A man who stood on a fallen warrior's grave at Arlington, thumbs up and a shit-eating grin for a campaign photo op. A man who denigrated prisoners of war in Vietnam, a war that he dodged 5 times. A man who refused to visit the graves of our fallen because it was raining and he didn't want to get his comb over wet. A man who has called our fallen warriors suckers and losers for fighting a war. A man whose administration has stripped the VA of its ability to care for us. A man whose billionaire oligarch cronies are running a spin campaign claiming that we're a bunch of thieves abusing the VA claim system. That was Project 2025 playbook, so if you didn't see that one coming, sorry. This is a man whose administration has forcibly and illegally deported veterans of color who were actually allowed to be here or were even born here. A man whose administration seeks to get rid of soldiers who are gay, who are trans, who don't obey him explicitly. Black soldiers who can't shave, women. He may not come after you today, but you could soon be next. This man is not a leader. This man is a coward and a hate monger. He is not fit to be king because he's not even fit to be president. I know it, and you all know it. He needs to go, and Congress needs to get him out of office. I did not lose good soldiers like Specialist Jameson Lindskog or Sergeant First Class Alwyn Cash for this bullshit. I didn't lose good friends like Gunnery Sergeant Joshua Bordenero or Master Sergeant Rob Carter to suicide for this bullshit. So to the men and women who swore the same oath as us, hear me now. We are not your enemies. You did not sign up to do police call and area beautification in American cities, and you did not sign up to help the American Gestapo. Remember your oath. And because I believe in taking action, what I want to urge all of you to do is go out and vote. Get involved in your local communities. Get involved in politics. If you can run for office, do so. I'm going to turn it over to Doug for a second.
Impeach! Remove! Convict! Impeach! Remove! Convict! Impeach! Remove! Convict! Now that may have given a lot of you some trauma from your early days in boot camp. I was invited up here by a great man. This man right here. I really would not be here if it wasn't for him. I wouldn't be doing any of these things if it wasn't for him. This group of Sons of Liberty has given me a platform that I wouldn't have had before. But I don't have a speech written. I was just invited. But I do have a speech that's been kind of boiling up in my heart since January, I think. And one of the points that have been boiling in my heart is they don't have the numbers. They don't have the numbers. There's more of us than there is of them. I will not allow these cankled, orange, ridiculous traitors to our nation, to our families, to our people, to make me fear a goddamn thing.
I'm trying to clean my lens real quick on the camera.
I'll make it quick, I'll try.
This thing.
Another thing that's been boiling up that I didn't have to write down is yesterday when we went into those offices and we saw how easily it was to turn the knob and just walk inside, and you see that they're unafraid because they're not used to people coming to see them anymore. You see that the decisions that they've made in Congress, they only do it because they feel like they can. They only do it because they feel like it's comfortable to ride home afterwards. I say, let's not make it that comfortable for them to ride home afterwards.
Yes.
I say they should fear going to their cars, not violence, but the horde of people who are waiting on them to do their job. Impeach! Remove! Convict! Thank you.
I gotta say hi. I haven't met those guys in person before. Yeah, we were on their show.
We got a few more speakers, and then just so you know, I got a little surprise at the end of this, so if you're thinking about leaving, don't. You're going to want to see this. Our next speaker is a U.S. Navy veteran and aviation electrician's mate, and he wants to remind us that he swore an oath to defend the Constitution against enemies foreign and domestic. He knows exactly what it means to fight through the storm and stand up when others sit down. He continues to serve his country now as he runs for Montana House District 1. Montana, I know that 37 people that live there are listening. Vote for him. Please welcome Russell Cleveland.
It's 38, just to be clear. And one of them's here. Well, hello, beautiful people, fellow veterans. Much like my campaign, I want to take a moment to make sure you understand that this is not about me. It's about all of us. So look around right now and give each other a huge round of applause today for showing up. My name is Russell Cleveland, and I'm running for U.S. House, Montana District 1 to unseat Trump loyalist Ryan Zinke. Today I stand before you as a father, as a coach, as a small business owner, and as a U.S. Navy veteran who, like many of you here, took an oath to defend our Constitution against enemies foreign and domestic. Our greatest threat, though, on this day is not only domestic, but is quite literally the supposed leader of the free world. In my eyes, however, he is the worst leader that this country has ever seen. So I stand before you today, and I hope that you'll join me in considering two important questions. Questions that generations before us have had to answer for themselves. What type of country do you want to live in? Maybe more importantly, what type of country do you hope to leave behind? Me too. In America, we can no longer afford to measure success by the size of a person's bank account or by artificial symbols of their status. Our founding fathers would have never tolerated our country becoming an oligarchy. And so neither should we. We instead should measure success by the health of our children, by the strength of our communities,
No, not this lady.
and by whether veterans can return home and live a life of dignity. We should measure success by whether a working family can actually make it here without being forced out by rising costs and shrinking opportunities. We must measure success by whether our elected leaders uphold their sworn oath to the Constitution and whether they stay committed to operate in the best interest of the people, not just themselves or their wealthy donors. My friends, I'm running for Congress in Montana because right now, too many people in power in this very city are disregarding that oath. And they are actively working to destroy our democracy. They're building a world where healthcare is treated like a luxury, where veterans are thanked in words but abandoned in practice, and where families work harder and harder every single year but fall farther behind. They cut critical programs for our veterans, impoverished children, and our seniors, instead helping the wealthiest few inch closer and closer to becoming trillionaires, and that is not right. They help pedophiles hide in plain sight and help greedy corporations exploit a planet that is literally begging for mercy. They're building a country where our public lands will be auctioned off to the highest bidder and massacred for corporate profit. A country where a federal masked police force traumatizes our communities, disappearing innocent people because of their race or country of origin, just like Nazi Germany did. A country where without need or justification, our service members are ordered to blindly and hatefully follow an agenda of one man instead of their own oath to our Constitution. A man who just yesterday wished death upon them if they do just that. They are building a country where billions of our hard-earned dollars are being sent to other countries first instead of being spent right here on Americans. That will leave our next generation massive debt that not only they'll never be able to pay, but they never had the choice to even weigh in on. My friends, this is not the country that I swore an oath to protect. And it sure as hell isn't the country that I want to leave behind.
Exactly.
That's why I stand shoulder to shoulder today with all of the true patriots here like you, Americans rooted in integrity who deeply believe in upholding our oath to the Constitution. We stand together to demand the impeachment of the entire Trump regime so that our our country can begin healing from this hateful dumpster fire that this administration has created. Our nation needs heroes in this moment, and not the type that wear a mask or a cape or that have superpowers. It's the people who wake up every day, who make their own lunches, who lace up their boots or put up their hair, and who work tirelessly to provide for their families and to keep this country running. This isn't about parties. This is bigger than politics. This is about protecting our Constitution, the protective armor that shields all of humanity from tyranny. That is the America that I grew up in. That is the America that as a veteran I swore an oath to protect. And that, my friends, is the America that I'm fighting to bring back. So today I proudly stand before you all to demand the impeachment, conviction, and removal of the entire Trump regime. And I invite you to chant so loud that Trump himself can hear it today over in the White House. Say it with me now. Impeach,
convict, remove.
One more time.
Impeach, convict, remove.
Last time.
Impeach, convict, remove.
Thank you. I'm Russell Cleveland, running for U.S. House, Montana District 1. Let's get it done.
Thanks for being here, everybody. I really appreciate your time.
Listen,
doing this
we've
all
already
weekend.
given the color guard their props. We've already given our speakers their props. I don't want this to be missed. We appreciate you guys pulling up.
Let's go.
So give yourself a fucking a round of applause. Listen,
go.
we're in a time in America where if you don't show up now, it's going to be too late. So everybody here made the decision to get up and show up. Thank you.
Hell yeah!
Our next speaker is a Marine Corps veteran.
Hell yeah, Matt's coming up.
Today, this will mark his 60th protest. We hear you, Marines. Today will mark his 60th protest since the 14th of March. And American opposition founder Carlos Alvarez Araños, sorry, Carlos, once said about this guy, he's a force of nature.
Yes,
is how
he
he
is.
described him. So please help me welcome Sergeant Rhodes.
Oh, it's Sergeant Rhodes. Okay. Matt's coming on after him, I believe.
Some of you know who I am already. I'm Sergeant Rhodes, U.S. Marine Corps combat veteran, and I don't do speeches. But I got some shit to say if you want to listen. We are not taking our country back, because these motherfuckers don't own it, we do. We are going to restore our Constitution to this federal administration. And those that do not wish to take those laws that we wrote and put them into effect to protect the people of the United States, the people inside our borders who are trying to have an honest, well-meaning life, those people who need our protection. The laws are for them. And if you cannot vote to impeach this orange clown, we will replace you. I'm not long-winded. I'm not up here to make a speech. I'm really not. I'm up here to remind you why you're here. You are here because he is not a dictator yet. And we are going to do everything that is humanly possible to make sure that never happens. If he was the dictator, hold on, if he was the dictator that he thinks he is, we could not be here. And that is the proof that we have more power than this motherfucker.
Right, let's go. Yeah, Maggie Reed, right there in the brown jacket.
If you guys were here yesterday, if you're here today and you think this is amazing, tomorrow I need everybody
Yeah,
that
Pamela, it's
can
hard
get
to
to DC.
be professional and not fanboy at the same time. I know a lot of them now. Yeah,
If you live in driving distance get in your car and get it to D.C.
Let's fucking go.
I need you at the Lincoln Memorial because we are
Noon
shutting
tomorrow,
your shit
baby. We'll
down.
be live at the Lincoln Memorial.
I fucking love everyone.
Or noon tomorrow, I believe. Yeah, noon tomorrow.
I will die for you before I let this motherfucker take over. Jordan Rhodes, see me in the fucking streets.
That guy's hardcore, dude.
Fuck Trump!
Fuck Donald Trump. 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 Yo, I got goosebumps. I got goosebumps.
I couldn't listen to that all day long. Wow, that's my favorite ASMR. Let's get up. We got a few more speakers and then a big surprise for you. Earlier, we met Demi Palachek, who was one of 2 National Guard soldiers in Illinois who said they refused to be deployed against their own troops. Now we're going to meet the other guy who did it with her. He's a 13-year Illinois Army National Guard veteran. He deployed to Afghanistan and did a 3-year tour at U.S. Army Europe and Africa and Germany. He's running for Congress in Illinois' 13th district to get the money out of politics and fight for working people. Please help me in welcoming Dylan Blaha.
Thank you, everyone, for being here today.
Dylan, you're our hero. Yes,
Thank you. My name is Dylan Blaha, as he said, and I'm a former cancer research scientist and an anti-imperialist veteran. I'm also running for Congress in Illinois' 13th district to change the system because the system is broken. This system takes away health care to give tax cuts to billionaires. This system provides weapons
Sorry,
to
sorry.
war
Trying to get
criminals
stuff out of my bag.
and arms them in their genocide. This system starts endless wars for imperialist gain. Over the past few months, we've said no to ICE in our streets, no to endless wars, and no to attacks on the veterans like you all who risked your lives for this country. But most of all, we say no to the wannabe dictator in that White House. Fuck Donald Trump!
Fuck Donald Trump! See where you started? Yeah, see where you started?
I've served in the Illinois Army National Guard for almost 13 years, including 5 years on active duty. In Afghanistan, I advised Afghan medical leaders and worked alongside a Golden Hour offset surgical team as we saved endless lives.
Yes.
In Germany, I worked alongside some of the top U.S. and NATO war planners as we helped Ukraine and revise NATO war plans. President Donald Trump has openly threatened our American cities, including Chicago,
for this trip.
Portland, Memphis, Charlotte, and countless more.
This year, just wanted to
And
say that real
obviously
quick.
DC.
Fucking amazing. Our community
In response,
is so strong.
I made a series of videos asking our military service members to remember their oath to the U.S. Constitution and to the American people. I asked soldiers to disobey any future unlawful orders as they are required to do. In response, like Demi already told you, they also suspended my security clearance and launched a 15-6 investigation.
Oh, of course.
This is not normal. This is political persecution because I spoke out against our fascist government. Since then, I've continued to speak out I will not be used as a pawn and pit against my community. I will not assist Trump's Gestapo, known as ICE, as they rip our community members from our streets.
Fuck guys!
Fuck ICE!
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
Make no mistake, the time to stand up is now. We're running out of time, but we haven't lost time yet. There are no guardrails left for our democracy. Every day, they get bolder and bolder. White Christian nationalists and billionaires continue to enact their vision of the future. Well, I say fuck that future. America is for the workers and not the billionaires.
Thank you.
America is for all people, regardless of your race, gender identity, religion, ethnicity, sexual orientation, or the color of your skin. It is on us to protect our community. It is on us to protect our neighbors. We can't sit back and expect someone to do it for us. And because you're out here today, I know you are the exact people we need in this fight. It's on us to stand up to fascism. We cannot give up our rights in advance. And it's on us to convince Congress to kick that motherfucker out of the White House. It is time to impeach, convict, and remove. Impeach, convict, remove. Impeach, convict, remove. This has gone on for long enough. It is time to take our country back. Who's with me?
Let's go.
Thank you all.
Speaking of impeach, convict, remove, our next speaker is a veteran of the United States Air Force and the executive director of Citizens Impeachment, a grassroots movement powered by 6,000 everyday Americans across every single congressional district with one mission, and that is to remove officials who violate the oath of office up to and including the president. Please help me welcome Kira Haven.
Hi folks, can everyone hear me? All right, thank you for being here. We are at a crossroads and you are here to serve the country once again. Thank you so much. When I was in the Air Force, I worked with strategic weapons. So I've been viewing this whole thing through the lens of national security. And I can just say this president makes us weaker. He makes the United States weaker, hollows us out from the insides, and provides our adversaries with opportunities. This is why we stand against him, and this is why we are here today. Citizens impeachment brings every citizen directly into contact with the representatives. And we teach them how to get past the excuses and the inaction to demand that their representatives use their power to take the necessary steps to uphold their oath, the exact same oath every single one of us swore. To support and defend the Constitution against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Russell, Demi, Dylan, and Maria Lana are 4 of our courage candidates. As soon as they are in office, they will file the articles of impeachment that we have written and initiate the process of impeachment.
Thank you for the
Those articles of impeachment indict Donald Trump
for
tyranny
from my mobile device
and for treason. And folks, I'm here to tell you that treason is what we need y'all to start talking about. We know when someone is fighting against our country. Because
Mike
we
should
fought
be
for
here
it.
by now. If not, he should
Donald
be here
Trump
any minute.
has gathered flag staff and generals of this military together and told them they were in a war from within.
If you guys can't
His
share this
Secretary
on
of
like
Defense
Facebook or
told
Twitter or
them that
whatever
part
other
of their
platforms you
job
guys are on,
was
I
going
really
to be
appreciate the
bringing
help.
troops against Americans.
We could definitely use it.
Unacceptable. This is levying war against the United States. And that is Constitution defines treason. He has also massively expanded the capacities of a paramilitary force in this nation. ICE and CBP and Border Patrol
Yeah, fuck the
are
Gestapo.
expanding their activities far beyond their purview with the blessing of this administration. They are waging war against American cities and the American people. It is up to us as people who have been in the military, as people who have seen war up close, as people who understand what it is to wage war, to say very plainly that what this president is doing is waging war against the nation. Please take that forward. Join citizens impeachment. We want you out there, and we are going to get this man impeached, convicted, and
Moving right along, our next speaker is a Navy veteran who served as a nuclear reactor plant supervisor and nuclear quality assurance supervisor. She's way smarter than me. And today she continues to fight as she runs to flip Florida's 7th district. Please welcome Maria Lehner Kenter.
Good afternoon, everybody. As Jolly excellently put, I'm Maria Lehner Kenter, Navy veteran, former nuclear reactor supervisor, running to remove Corey Mills from office.
Please. Yes.
And like many of you, there are not words explicit enough to depict my disdain and disgust for the people who are in charge right now. Every single one of us in this crowd shares a bond that those politicians will never understand. We believe in this nation, and we all raised our right hand and took an oath, and unlike them, we are honoring it. We believe not only in our nation, but in the Constitution, and explicitly a nation where the highest promise above all else is liberty and justice for all. And we're in a fight, and this fight is not conceptual. It's not on faraway lands. It's not from foreign nations. It's not from terrorists that are not here, right?
Right.
This is an attack from the people that are meant to be in charge. And this is an attack that affects every one of us. It's right here in Union Station. It's in our states and it's in our neighborhoods. We're seeing it every single day in our grocery stores, in our childcare, in our health insurance or lack thereof. And we're seeing it in their actions trying to override the Constitution's guarantee of birthright citizenship, withholding congressionally approved funds, and trading cryptocurrency for political pardons.
Right?
There's an attack on human rights in the United States and a blatant campaign of racism, discrimination that's thinly veiled in patriotism and nationalism. But we see through that propaganda for what it is, an attack on our rights pinpointed at the most vulnerable. There's a war being waged in our streets and in our neighborhoods from a paramilitary force called ICE. ICE is acting as a danger to every single person in the United States, not simply immigrants. And as much as they claim they target only criminals, They are a threat to every American citizen. And if you don't believe me, within the last 11 months in 2025 alone, 170 American citizens have been wrongfully detained and violently harassed. Previously, over a 5-year period, that number was 121, and now it's 170 in 11 months. The betrayal we're experiencing goes beyond borders. Look at Mohammed Ibrahim, a Floridian child who is imprisoned in Israeli prison, and our government's abandoned him. That's a betrayal of every American child here, too.
Yes, it is.
Let's talk about veterans, and let's look at how the government is failing them. They honored their promise, we honored our promise, and the government is turning around and removing their own promise, refusing to give health care, allowing 30,000 homeless veterans on our streets while millions can't access their earned benefits. And they're giving children and senior citizens that same treatment. I personally survived from food assistance and Medicaid when my single mother had to raise all 4 of us on her own. These are the programs that allowed us to survive into adulthood. But it's not only my word. 7.8 million senior citizens and 1 in every 5 children in the United States rely on food assistance programs that the government is actively attacking that will starve children here. I've talked a lot about the issues, but it's not enough to identify problems. We have to get to the root cause, because there is a disease rotting our democracy from the inside out. And unless we fix the root cause, we will see our democracy on a ventilator for the rest of our lives. Yet these root causes, we're seeing big money in politics, corruption, and constant self-service over public service. And we, the people, must demand accountability to us, to every single person standing here and watching at home. To do anything less is to hand over our power and our government to the tyrants who will remain in office if we do not fight back. And we cannot wait for somebody to save us. No one is coming.
No.
No troops or military will save us from the fascism in our streets, in our homes, in our neighborhoods, in our schools. It's up to us, to every single person here, every patriot behind me. We must do it. We are the United States, and we must fight like hell to ensure we stay that way and protect it from the people who are trying to circumvent and destroy our democracy and our Constitution. And finally, I'd like to re-say the oath that we all swore. We solemnly swear that we will support and defend the Constitution of the United States, and join me for the last part, against all enemies,
Foreign and domestic.
We're almost done here. I am excited. This has been an amazing rally. You guys are fired up, and I can't wait to impeach Donald Trump. Our next speaker, an Army veteran. He was a sniper in the Army, served at the height of the Iraq War, who now advocates for peace, says he would much rather be at home being a father to his 2-year-old daughter rather than here fighting fascism. But he remembers his oath. You might know him online as CFH Unfiltered. Please welcome Corey Hargraves.
I want to start by saying thank you all for being here I know it's a great sacrifice to be away from your family. Can you hear me? I want to start by saying thank you for being here. I know it's a great sacrifice to be away from your family, and I am humbled to be on this stage speaking in front of you. When I came home after a bloody tour in Iraq during the surge, all I wanted was a peaceful life. I wanted a family. I wanted a place in the country and live a life of anonymity. I was tired of fighting. I felt that I had done enough. Somebody else can take the torch. But then I watched Donald Trump have rallies where his followers punched people of color in the face as he stood in front of America and said back in the day that would not happen. Then January 6th happened. And I saw my own people, conservatives, people that called themselves patriots, people that grew up in the country. I seen them try to overthrow the very thing that they swore to protect. I seen Michael Fanone get beat by a flag that said Blue Lives Matter. Even then, I said nothing. No president has caused more damage. No president has divided Americans and families more than Donald Trump.
Whoever's chasing that was right there under the sunglasses.
He turned American against American.
Can't even tell you how many people are here.
Neighbor, family against family. I don't even talk to my own fucking family. Now, I don't want to be here. I want to be home in my safe place in the world under a blanket with my wife and daughter. But we don't get that luxury anymore. We are living in one of the most historic moments in American history. A moment when leaders have to rise. And to those people that were afraid to speak out, I want you to hear this. We don't choose the moment. The moment chooses us. And as I look out in this crowd, I see veterans, I see leaders, I see future leaders, I see people that are going to fight hard to correct the course that this ship is on. Back towards sanity, decency, and democracy. Because in 16 years, when my daughter is 18 and her voice has been completely
Mike, if you're
silent,
here, get your ass up here.
she's gonna look me in the eye and she's gonna ask, Dad, what did you do to stop this? What did you do to protect my voice? And if we don't speak out now, we are gonna have to look our children in the eye and tell them nothing. I did nothing. I'm tired. You're tired. But we have to dig deep because this is when leaders are made. nothing isn't an option. We must impeach, convict, remove. Thank you.
There we go.
So listen, this is a veterans rally, but people oftentimes forget that veterans, I know everybody says thank you for your service, and that's amazing. We appreciate the sentiment, but nobody did this shit for a thank you. Nobody did this shit for recognition. We have a core value. We say selfless service, and Donald Trump doesn't know the first thing about that shit. But I wanted to have a guest up here that's not a veteran, because I think it's important to remember why the fuck we do this shit. So I'm going to welcome up here Jody and her family. They're with Back 40 Action, and they're here on behalf of Little Lobbyists. If you're not familiar with Little Lobbyists, this is a group that advocates for kids with complex medical needs. Listen, I've been around a lot of actions that Little Lobbyists do, and I very rarely leave not crying, because this is the voice we need to listen to.
Yeah,
this is the voice that should be heard in the White House.
Right.
This is the voice that our representatives should be representing, and not lobbyists and not billionaires. Please welcome Jody.
Thank you guys for having us. We are just here today in DC. We've been here through the summer at different times, and louder. Okay. All right. So my name is Jody. This is my son Ian.
Hi, Ian.
I am a mom of 6 kids. I have 3 of them here with me now. I have 2 standing over here who just a little camera shy, so they didn't want to come up. But we have Lee J, Isaac, May, Ian, Julius, and Leah. My husband's at home with the other little ones. And we are here to share our story of what Medicaid means to us and our family. So Medicaid really is everything to us. If we didn't have Medicaid, Ian would not be with us today. Medicaid is what pays for all of his doctors that he sees. He currently sees 21 specialists at the Children's Hospital of Philadelphia, which we're from Pennsylvania, but Philadelphia is a little over 4 hours away from us. So we're very rural, north central Pennsylvania in Tioga County. So we travel often, the 4.5 hours to get Ian the care that he needs. And Medicaid also pays for our nursing. So Ian has a nurse that hangs out with him at our house, helps him overnight with a lot of his medical needs, and different things that they do. And they also go to school with him. So Ian is able to go to school. And Ian is in 3rd grade, and he is doing fantastic in school. He is thriving. He is making friends. He is the light of the classroom. He's super helpful, and his class would not be the same without Ian. And with Ian fits in perfectly with our family. He's right there in the middle, and we do so much as a family, and we rely on Medicaid to provide services for him to be part of our family. With the cuts that are happening and the different, just all the things happening with Medicaid, it's a very scary time for our family, and we are here to fight to keep care for Ian, because Ian deserves care. He deserves to stay at home in his community where he is loved, where he is able to do activities that he enjoys and be part of our family. Without Medicaid paying for his medication and his nurses that help us out at home, we are looking at a future of having to put him in an institution, and that's just not okay. No parent should have to put their child in an institution based on not receiving health care to meet his needs. So, yeah. So that's our story. Medicaid means everything to us. I wish I could share more about all of us, but I know we have a time limit. So that is who we are. That's our family. We're here with little lobbyists, just advocating for the medical needs of kids with disabilities and complex needs. And as we go, I just want to say I would love to be doing something else today and not fighting. But I'm here fighting for Ian and other kids like him. And today happens to be his 9th birthday.
Happy birthday! Let's go! Yeah, it's actually my son's birthday today, too. Oh, yeah. Happy birthday, Riley.
So, Ian, don't leave yet, buddy. So, check it out, Ian. We have a birthday present for you. And I'm not going to cry, and Matt's not going to make me, damn it.
Yeah,
so, listen, Ian, in the military, you don't get to wear our uniform unless you go to basic and earn it, but you are more of a fighter than any of us. So, Matt here has got his Marine Corps top, and he wants to make you an honorary Marine, man. Let's hear it one more time for Ian.
I'm crying. Like, seriously, I'm not even playing.
He's more of a Marine than
Jesus Christ, that got me. That got me. That got me. Shit. I wasn't ready for that.
That's a good one.
Shit.
All right, listen. We're going to go on this. We're coming up on the end of our speakers here. Then we got something we're going to do. Let me welcome up real quick our next speaker so we can move this right along. He's a progressive, unapologetic, leftist, anti-fascist. I like all those words. He served 4 years active Army, and then he was in the Tennessee National Guard after that. He's a father of 3, a husband, and a relentless defender of human rights. Please. Oh, yeah, and he's also a candidate in Alabama's 5th district. Let's give it up for Jeremy DeVito.
All right, last but not least, I just got off the airplane. I'm so excited to be here, y'all. Look at all these patriots out here. Like you said, my name's Jeremy DeVito. I'll keep this short and sweet, but to the point. I'm running for U.S. House of Representatives in Alabama's 5th District. That's North Alabama. I'm a veteran of the U.S. Army, trained in psychological operations. I served 2 tours in Afghanistan. And to my fellow veterans here today and across the world, thank you for your service. Thank you for your service, which has afforded me this opportunity today to speak freely and publicly without fear. And that's right. Like a lot of folks out here today, my entire adult life has been shaped and manipulated by weak politicians, corrupt billionaires, and other powerful people with the distinct goal of benefiting a select few at the expense of everyone else. That's right. I'm 41 years old, right? And I was born in the 80s, so that makes me a millennial. But and here's what makes this a truly unique generation. A generation that seems destined for this moment in our history. This is a story about that perspective. But you don't have to be a millennial to hear this message and take it to heart, so bear with me. In 2001, September, I was a senior in high school when I watched the Twin Towers fall. Yep. Everybody remembers where they were, I'm sure.
I do. Asshole.
They weren't born. You're thankful. Be lucky. I didn't know it then, but that moment has probably defined our entire adult lives. Because ever since that day, we have been living in a constant state of urgency. Never really comfortable enough to focus on building a life, always anticipating the next crisis on the horizon. This generation, my generation, the so-called millennials, have seen corporations and banks bailed out while other people lost their homes. 2 forever wars that have justified a surveillance state because of the looming specter of terror that could strike at any moment.
How do I text Mike?
The financial collapses that decimated the working class. 9/11 also gave birth to the worst bastards this country has ever seen. The American Gestapo, known as ICE. We've lived... Fuck ICE!
Fuck ICE!
It's always and forever fuck ICE, right, Jolly? That's right. We've lived through COVID, a first Trump presidency that attempted to overthrow the fucking government. And now a second Trump presidency that once again welcomes fascism and lawlessness with open arms.
I can't text you,
open corruption, accepting bribes, deploying troops against American cities. Kidnapping and deporting innocent people, routine violations of the public trust without fear of consequence. But see, I know, it sounds like a bad ending, but it ain't over yet. But listen, because of everything I just mentioned, what we've lived through, millennials, we are uniquely built for this moment. Yeah! That's right. I love that. Our constant state of urgency, born from crisis after crisis, have created a generation of people undeterred by insurmountable odds, never comfortable with accepting failure, unsatisfied with the status quo, willing to face danger head on, and determined to speak truth to power. We have watched. I told him I'd be quick, so. We have watched with anger, despair, and incredulity. I wrote that and I still can't say it. As our country, our government, and our media capitulates to fascism time and time again. So today, we use our anger, our disgust, and our lived experience to call on those in power to impeach the President of the United States for violating his oath of office and causing irreparable harm to our republic.
Rena, what's up? I need to make some more of you guys moderators.
This demand is made with urgency and the utmost importance, so that we may meet this moment and write the course of our history now. And to those in office now, I say this loudly: if you cannot muster the courage to do so, then you must resign your position in elected office immediately. So that others can serve this country with courage and purpose that your office demands. And to you, the faithful veterans of our nation gathered here today, I say, always remember your oath. We must understand what this moment requires of us all.
Hopefully
the integrity to keep faithful to our Constitution, the honor to do so proudly, and the courage to do so even when we are scared.
Excuse me.
Finally, I will close by saying this to everyone. Live in this moment. Harness the urgency we share in the convictions
we gotta go hunt Mike down.
us.
We gotta go hunt Mike
And
down.
so together, that we
He doesn't know where he's at. Hopefully he just walks out and sees all people here. How you doing? How's Michael Fanone? Where is Mike? Somebody text Mike. Yeah, Pamela, of course. Yeah, about you're a moderator. You can be more than one. Just be multiple people. That way you guys are able to take care of the chat for me. Hey, what's up, man? How are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you. Yeah, Mike's here too. I'm trying to find him. I'm live right now. I can't text him, so shit. How's it going? Yeah, it's awesome, man. This is awesome. This is so cool. Let's see everybody here like this. But yeah, I gotta find Mike. So yeah.
I just saw more price.
No, yeah, I appreciate it. It's so nice seeing everybody come together like this.
9 or 9:30 tonight, Hotel Nell. That's where everybody's hanging out.
Hotel
Nell.
And
text it to you.
Okay, all right. NELL or?
Yeah, NELL.
Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate it. All right, cool. Yeah. All right, guys. So I guess we're going to a party tonight. That could be cool. There's gonna be all the content creators there and us. So this is gonna be dope. This is gonna be so dope. So let's go find Mike. Let's go find Mike. Sorry, I gotta cut the Sons of Liberty's here, bro. Dude, oh my God, I'm so happy right now. What's up, dog? All right. Yeah, good idea. All right, I gotta go find Mike. Where the fuck is Mike? Yeah, I appreciate all his help this year. I want to give a special shout out to someone named Priscilla. I've never seen you in the chat. I've never seen you in. I don't know who you are, but you've been very helpful throughout the last year. A lot of you have. Just thank you so much for this past year because it's been honestly amazing. Just like look at this. You know what I mean? This is just random people coming together for a common purpose. And all the creators are here that you guys love. All the progressive creators are here. Not all of them, but most of them. This is gonna be so much fun. So Mike went to 8th Street, which I think is that way. So, all right, I'm gonna cut the stream off now, and we're gonna go live from the hotel later on. So we're gonna be back on later on tonight around 8 o'clock. Well, actually, we might be streaming and getting some content from a party that we were just invited to. So I'm gonna check that out. Let me go find Mike. I love you guys. Thank you guys for being here, and we'll talk to you here in a little bit. All right, love you guys.